Now guys, ever since Free Fire introduced the Orion character, a lot of people have been wondering who is the best defensive active character, whether it's the Wukong character, whether it's the Orion character, or whether it's the Chrono character. So in today's video, I'm going to be comparing these three characters according to 14 different categories, and at the end of this video, I will tell you guys who got the most amount of points. And also at the end of this video, I will tell you guys the character that I like the most out of these three characters, and I will also tell you guys the reason that I like that character. So without wasting any more time, first of all, let's get on with the first category. The first category is time. What I mean by time is how long can we use the character skill. So if we take the Orion character, we can only use the Orion character for 3 seconds. That's a big disadvantage that we have with the Orion character, which is that we can't really use the Orion character skill for a long time. Now when we talk about the next character, the Wukong character, on the other hand, we can use the Wukong character skill for 15 seconds. The Wukong character skill lasts for 15 seconds. And now talking about the Chrono character, the Chrono character skill only lasts for about 6 seconds. So from these three characters, the character that we can use for the longest amount of time is the Wukong character. So the first point goes to the Wukong character. Now moving on to the second category. The second category is this character unbreakable? So if we take the Orion character, the Orion character is invincible for 3 seconds. So if an enemy tries to attack the Orion character when you're using the Orion character skill, you won't receive any damage. So for 3 seconds, the Orion character skill is unbreakable. Now if we take the Wukong character skill, the Wukong character skill is not unbreakable, it is breakable. So for example, if we do at least a little bit amount of damage to the Wukong character, the Wukong character's push breaks away. For example, if we try to aim at the enemy's head, for example, if an enemy is using the Wukong character, and if we aim at the enemy's head with precise aim, not default aim, because the default aim doesn't really work, so we'll have to precisely take the aim. And if we aim at the Wukong character's head and do a headshot, we'll be able to take down the Wukong character and the bush will just go away. So the Wukong character is actually not unbreakable, the Wukong character is breakable. Now if we take the Chrono character, the Chrono character is also breakable. We can just break down the Chrono character's shield and then attack him. So the point for this category goes to the Orion character. Now moving on to the next category. The next category is, can we fire while using this character skill? So if we take the Orion character, we can't really fire when we are using the Orion character skill. Now if we take the Wukong character, on the other hand, we can fire while we are using the Wukong character skill, but as soon as we fire, the Wukong character's bush goes away. Now if we take the Chrono character, we can't fire while we are inside the shield, but if we just move a little bit outside the shield, we can fire and then just come back inside. So for this round, I'm just gonna give the points to the Wukong character and the Chrono character. Now the next category is, does the character have extra skills? So for example, if we take the Orion character, the Orion character has 2 skills. The first one is that your character is invincible for 3 seconds. An enemy can't really do any damage to your character within those 3 seconds. And the second character skill is that you can absorb 45 HP from the enemy if the enemy is within 5 meters. Now if we take the Wukong character doesn't have an extra skill, and also the Chrono character used to have an extra skill, which was that we could increase our movement speed while we are using the shield, but now the Chrono character doesn't have a second skill. So the point for this category goes to the Orion character. Now guys, the fifth category is, can we move while we are using the character skill? So first of all, if we take the Orion character skill, we can move while we are using the Orion character skill. Now if we take the Wukong character skill, we can move while we are using the Wukong character skill. But if we take the Chrono character skill, we can't really move with the Chrono character skill, but we can kinda like move inside the shield, but we can't move with the shield. So for that reason, I'm gonna be giving away the points to the Orion character and the Wukong character for this category. Now moving on to the sixth category. The sixth category is the cooldown time. So if we take the Orion character, the Orion character doesn't have a cooldown time. If we have EP, we can just use the Orion character skill again and again. Now if we take the Wukong character, on the other hand, the Wukong character has a 200-second cooldown time. It's a long cooldown time, but the thing with the Wukong character is that if we knock down an enemy, that cooldown time goes away. Now if we take the Chrono character, the Chrono character has a 110-second cooldown time. Now since the Wukong character can break the cooldown time by just knocking down an enemy, for that reason, I'm gonna be giving away the points to the Wukong character and the Orion character. Now the seventh category is, do we need a supporting character with this active character? So for example, if we take the Orion character, we kinda do need another supporting character. For example, the Orion character needs EP to run his skill. If we don't have EP, we can't use the Orion character, but we can get EP with things such as mushrooms and bonfires, but it's kind of like it's better to have another character skill to give us EP. One of the best characters to use with the Orion character is the Miguel character. So for that, we'll need to have another supporting character. Now, if we talk about the Wukong character, we don't really need another supporting character skill, because with the Wukong character, we don't need EP to run the Wukong character. We can just eliminate another enemy and just use the Wukong character skill again. And if we just take the Chrono character as well, we just don't need another supporting character for the Chrono character to use the Chrono character skill. So for that reason, I'm going to be giving away the points to the Chrono character and the Wukong character. Now, moving on to the 8th category. The 8th category is, can our character survive damage from grenades? So for example, if we take the Orion character, we can survive damage from grenades when we are using the Orion character skill, because the Orion character skill is invincible for 3 seconds, so we won't receive any damage from grenades. But if we take the Wukong character on the other hand, I think I told you guys earlier that if the Wukong character receives a little bit amount of damage, the Wukong character's bush just breaks away and you will be able to do damage to the Wukong character. So if an enemy throws a grenade at the Wukong character when the Wukong character is in the bush, the Wukong character will receive damage from the grenade and either will get eliminated or will get damaged. Now, if we take the Chrono character, if an enemy throws a grenade when the Chrono character is inside the shield, the grenade will just bounce away and go back. But if the enemy just comes inside the shield and throws a grenade, you might get eliminated from the grenade, because if the grenade is inside the shield, the grenade will be able to do damage. Now, for this round, I'm going to be giving away the points to the Chrono character and the Orion character. Now, the 9th category is, can we throw grenades and place glue walls when we are using the active character skill? So first of all, if we take the Orion character, we can't place grenades or throw glue walls when we are using the Orion character skill. That's because we can't use the fire button. Now, if we take the Wukong character on the other hand, we can throw grenades and we can place glue walls when we are using the Wukong character skill. And now with the Chrono character skill, we can place glue walls when we are using the Chrono character skill. But the problem is that if we try to throw grenades from within the shield, the grenade will just bounce back and come towards you and you could just get eliminated. So when you're trying to throw a grenade when you're inside the Chrono character skill, try to just come a little bit outside the shield and then just throw the grenade. Now for this category, I'm going to be giving away the points to the Chrono character and the Wukong character. Now moving on to the 10th category. The 10th category is, does our character receive fall damage when we are using this character skill? So if we take the Orion character and if our character falls down from a higher position, we won't receive fall damage. And if we take the Wukong character on the other hand, if our character falls down from a higher position when we are using the Wukong character skill, we will get fall damage. And when we are talking about the Chrono character can't really move with the skill. So for this category, I'm going to be giving away the points to the Orion character. Now before I move on to the 11th category, I want to talk to you guys about the giveaway in this video. So guys, this time I'm going to be giving away 3 items to 10 lucky winners. So the first item that I'm going to be giving away is this new skin for the MP5 called the Sublime Scorpio. As you guys can see here, this is the new skin for the MP5. Here you guys can see the attributes of the skin, which are reload speed minus, magazine plus, and armor penetration plus. Personally, I like that armor penetration plus of this skin. And another thing that I really like about this skin is the animation of this skin. As you guys can see here, it has a really beautiful red color animation. Now the second item that I'm going to be giving away is this new skin for the M60, which is also called the Sublime Scorpio. Here are the attributes of the skin, which are range plus, reload speed plus, and magazine minus. I don't really think the magazine minus is going to be a big problem for the M60. Now the third item that I'm going to be giving away is this cool new skin for the glue wall called the Scorpio. As you guys can see here, this is the Scorpio glue wall skin. As you guys can see here, it also has a really beautiful red color animation as well. So I'm going to be giving away these 3 items to 10 lucky winners. If you guys want to enter the giveaway, make sure to comment down your in-game UID and also comment down your thoughts on these 3 items, and I'll personally select 10 lucky winners from the comment section of this video. Now let's move on to the 11th category. Now guys, the 11th category is, can we use medikits while we are using the active character skill? So for example, if we take the Orion character, we can't use medikits when we are using the Orion character. That's actually a big disadvantage. But the thing is that if the enemy is within 5 meters, you can absorb the HP from the enemy and recover your HP, but we can't really use medkits when we are using the Orion character skill. So if you're planning on using the Orion character skill, I recommend that you use some kind of character like the 4th character, because I think you guys know that when we are using the 4th character, if we receive damage from the enemy, within 3 seconds, we get 30 HP. So for example, if an enemy does damage to us and we quickly use the Orion character skill, while we are inside the Orion character skill, we will be able to recover our HP through the fourth character, and if the enemy is also within 5 meters, we will be able to absorb the HP from the enemy. But the point is that we can't really use medkits when we are using the Orion character skill. Now if we talk about the Wukong character, we can use medkits while we are using the Wukong character skill, and if we take the Chrono character, we also can use medkits when we are using the Chrono character skill. So for this category, I'm going to be giving away the points to the Wukong character and the Chrono character. Now the 12th category is, do we get damage when we are outside the zone when we are using the active character skill? So first of all, if we take the Orion character skill, we don't receive any zone damage when we are outside the zone, which is actually a big advantage. So for example, in Clash Squad matches, if we just get outside the zone for even a little bit amount of time, we could just get eliminated very fast. So in such a situation, we could just quickly use the Orion character skill and we won't receive any damage. Now if we take the Wukong character skill, on the other hand, we will receive damage when we are outside the zone, and as I told you guys earlier, if the Wukong character at least receives even a little bit amount of damage, the Wukong character's bush will go away. And now if we take the Chrono character, on the other hand, the Chrono character also receives damage when he's using the character skill outside the zone. So the point for this category goes to the Orion character. Now the 13th category is, can we switch our weapons while we are using the active character skills? So first of all, if we take the Orion character skill, we can't switch our weapon. So when you're using the Orion character skill, before actually you use the Orion character skill, I recommend that you first of all equip the gun that you want, select the gun that you want, and then use the Orion character skill. Because if you try to switch your weapons as soon as your Orion character skill ends, the enemy might quickly knock you down. So before you use the Orion character skill, I highly recommend that you switch to the weapon that you want and then use the Orion character skill. Now if we take the Wukong character, we can switch our weapons while we are using the Wukong character skill, and if we take the Chrono character, we can also switch our weapons while we are using the Chrono character skill. So for this category, I'm gonna be giving away the points to the Wukong character and the Chrono character. Now the 14th category is skill versus skill. So for example, if we take the Orion character and the Wukong character, if they go up against each other in short range, for example, let's say they are both within 5 meters. Now if they are within 5 meters, the Orion character will be able to absorb HP from the Wukong character, and I told you guys earlier, if the Wukong character at least receives even a little bit amount of damage, the Wukong character's bush will break away. So in such a situation, the Orion character will be able to break the Wukong character's bush. Now if we take the Orion character against the Chrono character, if they are within 5 meters, still the Orion character will be able to absorb the HP from the Chrono character even when he is inside the shield. So for this round, I'm gonna be giving away the points to the Orion character. Now guys, the active character with the most amount of points, as you guys can see here, is the Wukong character. Now I told you guys in the beginning of the video that I was gonna tell you guys at the end of the video which character I like from all these 3 characters. Now the character that I like the most out of these characters is the Orion character. Instead of the Wukong character, is the Orion character. Now the reason that I like the Orion character, 2 of the reasons that I like the Orion character. Number 1 is because the Orion character skill is unbreakable, unlike the Wukong character skill. Sometimes if the enemy just accidentally just attacks the Wukong character, if the Wukong character receives damage, the bush breaks away, and either we'll have to wait until the cooldown time to end, or we'll just have to take down the enemy to use the Wukong character skill again. But with the Orion character skill, the Orion character skill is unbreakable. You can't really precisely aim at the head and do damage to the Orion character just like the Wukong character. So for that reason, I really like the Orion character. And the second reason that I really like the Orion character is that the Orion character, I think he has a lot of potential. I think the Orion character has a lot of potential. For example, in another update, if Free Fire decides to increase his time period from 3 seconds to something like 5 seconds, he could be a very powerful character. And if they also decide to add in different type of buffs to the Orion character skill, I think the Orion character will be more powerful. Now if you guys want to learn more about the Orion character, if you guys want to know some of the advantages, disadvantages, and also a character combination to use with the Orion character, make sure to check out this video right here, and I'll see you guys later on with another video. And until then, take it easy fam, peace.